How many frying pans does it take to stop a bullet? That is the question that we're going to be answering today on Yee Life. Welcome to the video. My name's Parker. This is Yee Life, where we take anything and everything and we shoot it with guns and see what happens. We have none other than Fred standing by at the end of all of these pans, hoping he makes it through another video. We have some very durable stainless steel pans. Zach, these things were actually very expensive. They're very heavy, they're pretty thick. They're lined up in these little cinder blocks here. And I don't know, I feel like it's like a common thing that you see in movies or video games or whatever. You see like stopping a bullet with a pan or something.
Yeah, like some guy in his kitchen who's getting shot at and he's like, whew! He's like frying an egg and then he's, whew!
Does that happen?
I don't know. How many pans are there?
We have, I think like 20. We have plenty left over in the truck too to replace these so that we have fresh pans as we get to higher and higher caliber bullets. Okay, so I'm gonna clear this table of pans because Zach actually over-ordered, I think.
Dude.
Because these things are really durable. And I don't want Fred to just be getting cocky back here, not even close to any of the action. I want it to be close enough to where Fred actually fears for his life in this video.
What does that leave us with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's good. Oh! Okay, we are down to 10 stainless steel frying pans. Fred is standing by. He is a little more nervous now that there's not 18 pans in front of him. We're starting out with our little round of 22, shooting with our Ruger Mark IV. I saw somebody say in the comments that they just bought a Ruger Mark IV just like this one after they watched some of our videos.
You're kidding me.
And they had a ton of fun with it down at the range. It's a great little plinking gun.
Good little plinkster.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Here's our 22 against some steel frying pans. Good luck, Fred.
You nipped it.
I nipped it. Did it bounce off? All right. Did bounce off. Our first pan held up. See if there's a bulge in the back. There is. Pretty significant bulge there in the back. But our first pan was able to stop our round of 22. Fred is still fine back there. Let's move up. All right, our 22 was not able to make it through our first pan. Let's see what our Glock 19 will do. We have a round of Full Metal Jacket 9mm. You guys know the drill. Every time I shoot the 9mm, I do a behind the back trick shot, try to get in the chamber. I've never gotten it. Maybe today will be the day.
You're fighting the wind today, dude.
I know. Northwest. That hit my knuckle.
That looked pretty close. Maybe next week. What are you gonna do after you hit the 9mm shot?
Maybe deagle?
Deagle? Yeah.
Here we go. 9mm against our steel frying pans. Firing.
Go through?
It did. It went through our first one. Big hole here in the front. Look at that. Look at that little hatch that just goes whoop, and then dented our second pan. See our bullet anywhere, or did it go flying? Oh yeah, here's the bullet.
Oh, look at that.
There's our bullet.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
22 was 0. 9mm, 1. Next up is 44 Magnum? No, 45 ACP. Okay, we have our pans replaced over there. We're moving up to our 45 ACP, the fatter bullet, moving a little bit slower, shooting it with our 1911 here. Let's see if the 45 ACP can beat the 9mm and go through 2 pans.
I'm expecting the same result.
Okay, all right, 1911 against our steel frying pans. Firing. Can't tell from here. Okay, it did go through. Made it through our first pan. Ooh, this one was a little bit different exit. This one like splintered out. I don't know how to describe it. It kind of just like came out all around. Whereas the 9mm just kind of was like a single hatch in the exit. Our bullet bounced off the second pan, just like the 9mm, and was never to be seen again.
What are we doing?
Looking for the bullet.
I don't see it. You see it anywhere?
Oh, is that it? Oh. All right, we can't find the 45 ACP. It matched our 9mm as Zach had predicted. It went through our first pan, bounced off the second. They are tied for the lead right now. Let's move up to the 44 Magnum, see if that can make it clean through 2 pans. All right, moving up to our revolver, shooting around a 44 Magnum. So I'm hoping that it can go through at least 2. I know personally, I know it can go through a bear from when I took one down back in 2023 in Alaska.
Just stop with that.
With what? Did I already tell you that? It was on, did you ever watch the show, The Deadliest Catch?
Isn't that a fishing show?
Yeah. The bears love the fish though. So I was on one of those boats, the Northwestern, if you remember it, off the coast of Anchorage. Bear swims out while we're sleeping, comes into our bunk room. I had this on me, popped him.
I don't think I caught that episode, man.
Yeah, I don't think they aired it because it's pretty bad. It was a bad situation. All right, 44 Magnum against some frying pans. Good luck, Fred. Firing.
No
was
way.
that? Did that hit the top of your truck?
I think the round just landed inside my truck.
How did that happen?
That's nuts.
Guys, we did not fake this. What are the odds? So wait, let's see if it went through the first pan.
How did that even happen?
Yeah, it did go through. It came through the first pan, out the back.
Oh, and then it bounced off, glanced upward. Because it was in the air for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So it must have went up and then down.
I'd be curious to rewatch that and see the hang time of the bullet. Okay, I think we're going Deagle next. Let's see what this one will do.
How many pans do you think the Deagle's going through?
I don't know. I would say like 4, but this steel is holding up really well. So I guess I'm gonna say 2.
Through 3, bounce off the 4th?
Okay, I think it's gonna go through 2, bounce off the 3rd.
We'll see about that.
I guess we will.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We have our Desert Eagle. We have our round of 50 AE here. I'm excited to see what this one is gonna do. Let's see if I take a casing to the face as usual from our Desert Eagle here. Firing. Such a weird sound.
Definitely went through a
It was
few.
like, whoa.
Didn't sound like that at all.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What is this? So we have a hole here. We have a dent here. Another exit, and then it bounced off of the 4th. Just knocked our 5th pan back. Bullet is nowhere to be found. Wow. Went through 3 pans cleanly, bounced off the 4th. So our Deagle is currently in the lead by a landslide. The 9mm, the 44 Magnum, and the 45 ACP all only went through 1 pan. The Deagle has gone through 3 and bounced off the 4th. Let's move up and see if anything can beat it.
Maybe the AR?
Maybe, but the Deagle typically holds up pretty well, man.
No, I was just saying maybe we move up to the AR now.
Maybe. All right, moving up to our AR here. This is the first rifle that we've shot, shooting around a green tip 5.56. This is gonna be very interesting to see head to head. The green tip 5.56 was actually the one that penetrated the furthest through our tires that we just shot last week. Is it going to beat the Deagle yet again and maybe even beat the 308 again in terms of penetration? Let's see. All right, here we go. Green tip 5.56, locked and loaded. Good luck, Fred. You ready, Zach?
Yep.
Firing. Didn't move at all. It's gotta be just because that bullet is going insanely fast compared to the other ones, and it just went through like butter. Here's our small, clean entry through 1, 2. Look how much different this entry is. That bullet starts to turn. This is number 3. 4, at this point, that bullet is like splintering into different pieces. So there's like multiple entries right here. 4, and then bounced off of our 5th right here. Look at that. That almost looks like the tip of the bullet right there, Zach. Big bulge in the back, like multiple bulges right here, but it did not come through. And I am seeing a piece right here. Oh yeah, look at that.
Wow, that's like the tip of the bullet.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you can just see that right there. It like bounced off right there.
It's like a little piece of candy corn.
Yeah. Did you want to hold it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. It's fine, I didn't really want to hold it that bad anyway.
Brian has arrived, our slow-mo expert.
Chief Slow-Mo Officer in the house.
Our CSMO just showed up. See, smell? I guess some pretty high-level executives here at Yee. Okay, our green tip 5.56 is in the lead with 4 pans, right, Zach?
I think so, yeah.
4 pans for the green tip 5.56. What is our 12 gauge gonna do? We're shooting a slug. We officially have the slow-mo camera out. I'll be interested to see what this one looks like. Let's do it. Are you doing the zoom thing again?
What?
Are you doing the thing where you just zoom in really close to just random things?
I was just checking on Brian.
Oh, okay. Is everything okay over there?
Brian, you good?
He's probably fine. I feel like I'm at a Call of Duty map with all these tires around, just like shooting from a, I don't know, firing position in a junkyard or something. All right, here we go. Firing. Chaos. Whoa. Yeah, I went through so fast. Absolute chaos down there. All right, Zach, here is our entry in our first pan. Massive exit there. I saw 2 pans fall down right here. So it went through these 2 pans that were right here, and then small little dent right here in our 4th pan. So after watching that slow-mo, I was able to see that the slug actually landed right down here in the grass. Look at this thing. Look how shiny that is.
Wow.
There's the back side of it, I'm guessing, and then this is the front side.
Well, you know what I think it did is it's the stainless steel.
Oh, you think it's actually coated in that? I think you're right, because look, that's the slug. And then you can see these pieces.
It has a layer of the pan in front of it.
Yeah, wow, that's... So the slug was able to make it clean through 3 pans, bounce off the 4th. All right, so the green tip 556 still in the lead. Let's move up to the 308, shoot the Scar, and see if that one can make it through more than 4 pans. Okay, we're getting ready to move up to the Scar, and before we do, I want to tell you guys that the best way to support the channel is by grabbing something at yeeyee.com. That's my full-time job. I run a brand called Yee with my 2 brothers right here in Texas. We're a brand built off of faith, freedom, and the outdoors. Faith meaning that we believe that Jesus is who he says he was, that he is the Son of God, and that there's no other name under heaven by which men must be saved. Freedom meaning we believe in the founding principles of this country that allow us to shoot guns here on private land in Texas, and the outdoors. In a world of increasingly depressed people sitting inside on their phones, get outside and go do something fun with the boys.
Really? With the boys?
Get out there with the boys, man.
Trying to talk to Gen Z?
Go plinking.
What generation are you?
Millennial.
Millennial?
Yeah. Is that before 98?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm a Gen Zer.
You're after 98?
I'm 01.
2001? How old are you? Like 16?
I'm 24.
All right, we have our gold Scar. We are in position. We have a round of 308 that we're gonna be shooting out of our Scar, and we'll see, is this gonna beat the green tip 556 or is it gonna fall short like it did in the tire video? Can the 308 make it through more than 4 pans? Let's see. Firing.
It looked pretty promising.
Yeah, I saw some back ones move. Whoa, wow. Look at that flame. And then it just tumbles straight up. All right, here's our entry. So it came in through 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where that bullet starts to turn here. Look how horizontal that is. 5, really big entry. The entries are just getting sloppier and sloppier. 6, that bullet starts to split. 7, we're still going, and then it bounces off right here at pan number 8. Fred survives by 2 pans. The 308 obliterated the green tip 556 this time. That's fascinating. It did not penetrate as far in the tires that we shot last week, but the 308 doubles the green tip 556, almost doubles it. It goes clean through 7 pans, bounces off the 8th, setting us up perfectly for the 50 cal. Can the 50 cal make it through 10 stainless steel pans all the way to Fred?
I don't know.
Can it? All right, it is the moment that you have been waiting for. I'm geared up. We have our 50 cal here and we have our round. We have 10 stainless steel pans standing by. Fred nervously posted up behind them. Can the 50 cal go through all 10 pans all the way to Fred? Brian is standing by with Brian's standing by with the slow-mo camera. Let's do this. Eagle 1, this is Ghost Rider, requesting clearance to engage. Roger that, green light to Ghost Rider.
There's nobody up there, man.
All right, firing. Hang on, Fred. Fred. Wow, dude, I think it may have made it to number 9. I definitely see holes in number 9. There's just a big flash. Rewind it again. So that bullet entered pretty center, kind of veered up and up and up, and then caught that 9th pan. Yeah, man, I think it may have made it to number 9. Let's go see. All right. Oh my gosh, dude, it literally made it to number 10, but wasn't enough to make it through to Fred. Oh. I think that it just did that though. It looks like it went through his arm.
Oh.
And he did lose his head, but he always loses his head. So it's interesting, that bullet's traveling so fast. Here's our entry right here in pan number 1, semi-center. This pan is actually still warm. Pretty center in our 2nd pan. That bullet's traveling so fast that it just travels straight through him. And then the destruction begins. We just start losing pans as that bullet, look at that side, look at that bullet just turned completely horizontal on that pan.
It literally looks like the outline of a bullet.
That's insane. And then as our bullet travels, so lots of charring in this one, right about center of all of our pans. Wow. And then that exit just gets gnarlier and gnarlier. Look at that. Look at that thing, dude. That's insane how big that is. So then our bullet starts to actually split apart because all of these pans were brand new. So it almost just like turns into like a bird shot from a shotgun as that bullet just breaks apart but it's still penetrating. This is pan number 6. It went straight through this one, all those little pieces, and then this is number 9. It's just like splintered, made it through here, and then at this point, it just redirected and then hit front of the arm right here. I wonder if that bullet had been able to stay straight, if it would have made it through that 10th pan. I don't know, but that is as close as you can get. Fred is wounded and he is sweating, but Fred does survive the video. He just takes one to the arm. So 9 stainless steel pans is what it took to stop our 50 cal. What a video.
So do we call that an L for Fred or no? I think he's still a survivor.
I think he's surviving that. He's probably not gonna have use of his arm, but he avoided the torso, he avoided the head. He barely dodges that 50 cal round. Thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas and yee yee.
Quite the weapon.
Merry Christmas to all a good night. Everybody make sure you lock your doors this week. We don't want a wet bandit situation. Kevin McAllister home alone. If you know, you know. Zach, can we get a tank when we hit 10 mil?
No.
Whistling Diesel has one. People are saying we're like the Wish Whistling Diesel.
The Whistling Diesel?
Thank you guys for watching. Jesus is the reason for the season. That rhymed. Do you like that?
That did rhyme a little bit.
But in all seriousness, Christmas is not primarily about the presents. It's not primarily about Santa. It is really about God sending his son, Jesus Christ, here to earth, who was born 2,000 years ago. The Bible says that all of us have sinned against a good, holy God, that all of us stand guilty before him. And so because God is a good, just judge, he can't let the guilty go unpunished. And so he sent his son Christ, who lived the perfect life that we were supposed to live. He died the death that we deserve on the cross. And on the cross, Jesus took our place, substituting himself, taking on the penalty for our sin, taking on the just, good wrath of God in our place. And 3 days later, he rose from the grave, showing that he was who he said he was, that God had accepted his sacrifice, and now he stands at the right hand of God, calling all men to repent or turn from their sin and trust in him alone for salvation. The Bible says that there's no other name under heaven by which men must be saved. That is the message that changed my life in January of 2021, that reality, and it's something that's super important to me. So I hope it's an encouragement to you if you're a follower of Jesus, and if you're not, then I hope you would consider it. Life is short and eternity is long. Yee yee.